Deb Carlson remembers the day she met the young brothers who now call her mom.
They stood outside and they both fixed their shirts and smoothed their hair down before they opened the door to say hello to us, so they had me right there.
But Carlson says the hellos were short-lived. It wasn't long before the 11 and 12-year-olds were acting out in a big way.
And at one point he was extremely upset with us, and he started drawing pictures of us where he had cut off our head on the picture, and then he showed himself having a party with balloons and everything afterwards. When
they adopted, the Carlsons say they were given few details from the Florida Department of Children and Families, except that the boys suffered from attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And as time went on, the boys' violent actions escalated.
He chose the largest knife in the kitchen, and he threatened to kill himself with it and to kill us with it.
After that incident, the boys were both diagnosed as bipolar with severe mental health issues. The Carlsons were told the boys needed expensive therapy, which they can't afford, and private insurance doesn't cover.
Private insurance focuses on physical health, and there is very limited support for mental health.
Limited support, and worse, many states have policies that force parents to choose between keeping their children and getting them medical services.
If the child has to come into long-term care, it may make sense, based on the way the laws and rules of Medicaid are applied, to dissolve that adoption.
Child advocates are pushing for changes that would help families get the services they need and keep custody of their children. But it's difficult to do when state budgets are already tight. Experts stress the majority of foster care adoptions end happily and want to dispel misinformation people may have.
They believe that they're too damaged or perhaps too dangerous, that they're juvenile delinquents, that there's a reason why they're in the foster care system other than the real reason, which is they've been abused or neglected or abandoned. They're there through no fault of their own.
They are kids like Thomas, who attended an adoption event in hopes of finding a family.
I want to be adopted for the purpose of having a place I can call home.
Advocates say parents should reach out to organizations that are there to help families find financial and professional help for their adopted children. Some states provide more support than others.
In Pennsylvania, we have support groups. We have case managers that follow the family after finalization. I think one of our downfalls sometimes in some of the states in the country is that we don't keep monitoring the families.
But the Carlsons did not have that support, and putting the boys, now 15 and 16, back into foster care may be the only option left.
We're trying to build a family with them, and then to tell them you're no longer part of the family is not the message we want to send them.
Marina Hutchinson, The Associated Press.